33 years ago, in Tulsa, Oklahoma, a young mom couldn't find help for her daughter, who was born with a visual impairment. She understood that early intervention was critical, so she did the only thing she could. She prayed. Out of those prayers and her deep faith emerged a program for disabled children that could be a model for communities across the land. It is called the Little Lighthouse. It provides a wide range of in-depth therapeutic services for preschool children with disabilities. The services are free of charge, and they refuse to accept government funding or United Way support. Why? Because free of government regulation, they have found new and innovative ways to help the most challenged young people in our society.
Very exciting when we moved into this building. It's a 22,000 square foot facility. It was a $2.2 million project, and to be able to move in here debt-free was more exciting than I can tell you. It accommodates 8 classrooms, and every classroom has 8 children. We have 2 staff members in there with a teacher and an associate and therapists that are also incorporated in the whole transdisciplinary team approach. Let me tell you what's going on in this classroom.
Going back to the classroom.
This is the gym where we work on gross motor skills, which basically means that we're working on coordination and balance.
One of the most impressive characteristics of the Little Lighthouse is the fact that it doesn't receive United Way funding, it doesn't accept federal or state funding. They have really grown the program here and the services that they provide on their own, but they've done it by going out to the community and showing the community what they do, how important the work is, and the funding has come in.
We embrace a transdisciplinary team approach, which basically means that we encompass all of the disciplines together. For example, in this situation, we have an occupational therapist, a physical therapist, a speech pathologist, and a consultant for children who are visually impaired.
Each therapist has goals for their domain, like speech would have speech therapy goals, occupational therapy would have their own goals, and we work together on those.
When you first are accepted into the Little Lighthouse, you meet with the individuals who are going to be working with your child.
All working together with the teacher to combine all of those disciplines and all of those areas of expertise to address problems or special situations.
I had just given birth to triplets born at 24.5 weeks. One of them was born at pound 11, a pound 8, and a pound 6. Grace, being the smallest of the 3, had suffered, after 72 hours, a grade 4 brain bleed,
which is due to prematurity.
Gracie had brain damage at birth, and sometimes that causes what we call a cortical blindness, which means her eye is perfectly fine, but the brain is not able to process it. And we find that these children often respond better to certain colors. So we use red as a background in everything that we present to her and teach to her. It makes it a lot easier for her.
These gals are certified special education teachers. They're licensed therapists. And so we have a wonderful blend of expertise working together.
It's phenomenal because Grace has just gone from, once again, just amazing Grace. You know, she just stands, excuse me. When someone tells you that one of your children will never do anything past a 4-month-old, and you look at her now, and I can talk to her, and she knows what I'm saying, that's a miracle. I wasn't going to cry.
That I thought it'd be beyond your reach. Could you come if I called you now to heal this place?
What I would say to mayors from other cities across the country, it's a wonderful asset for any community. And I would say to all the mayors out there, send your people this way and check it out. Because if you can replicate what's happening here, you will benefit those in your community that have the greatest needs and have the special needs. For every one of those people you lift up, you may be lifting up the next president of the United States.